What was supposed to be a celebration has suddenly sparked a wildfire of reaction across the sports world, and not all of it is cheers. Two high-profile voices just poured fuel on the fire, and instead of applauding a championship triumph, they delivered comments that instantly ignited controversy and backlash. Fans across the country are calling it bitter, emotional, and downright disrespectful, while supporters of the champions are firing back harder than ever. Was this frustration? Was it jealousy? Or was it an honest reaction that simply couldn't hide the truth about how dominant this run really was? One thing is certain: this moment didn't quiet the noise, it amplified it. And the rivalry energy just went to a whole new level. Stay tuned. Before we jump into today's huge baseball drama, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you love the Dodgers, because this channel brings you the biggest MLB stories with passion, excitement, and real fan energy. Now let's get into this wild situation, because Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow have just stirred the pot in a way absolutely nobody saw coming, making even more baseball fans hate the Dodgers after their World Series win. And I know Dodger Nation doesn't care when you're champs, you take the heat and keep winning, but the reaction across baseball right now is insane. So picture this. The Dodgers just lifted another trophy, the confetti's still falling in L.A. Fans are dancing on Sunset Boulevard, and the rest of the league is looking like, oh great, here we go again. But instead of the usual congratulations and classy postseason talk, this story exploded when Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow decided to speak their minds. And trust me, baseball fans did not take it lightly. These guys just added jet fuel to a fire that's been burning the last 2 seasons, because ever since the Dodgers put together one of the most stacked rosters in MLB history, fans from every city have been waiting, hoping, praying for that collapse. And now that collapse never came. Instead, L.A. hoisted that trophy one more time. And then came the comments. Blake Snell didn't hold back. After the World Series celebration, reporters asked him about the Dodgers dynasty talk and whether he feels like the league is tired of Los Angeles dominating. Snell, with a smirk only Dodger fans can appreciate, basically said the rest of baseball can cry all they want, because winning is winning, and L.A. isn't sorry for being better. Boom. That's all it took. Twitter blew up. Fans from San Francisco, New York, Chicago, Philly, everywhere jumped on him. Words like arrogant, spoiled, classic Dodgers energy started flying around. Padres fans especially? Oh, they were steaming. They watched Snell go from their hero to Dodger villain, and now he's talking like he owns the league. They hate it. But Snell wasn't the only one. Tyler Glasnow chimed in too, and if Snell poured fuel, Glasnow lit the match. When he was asked about fans complaining that the Dodgers bought their championships, he laughed and said some teams spend money to win and others just hope. He straight up called out the loser mentality. He even threw in a line about how players want to win, and big market teams give players the chance to do that. That one stung the baseball world hard, because small market fans already feel like they're fighting a losing battle. Now here's Glasnow, World Series champion, saying yeah, that's reality, deal with it. You could almost hear the keyboard smashing from Oakland to Tampa to Milwaukee. Dodgers fans, meanwhile, are loving every second. They're reposting the clips, laughing, flexing the rings, chanting LA baby in every comment section they see. But the rest of the league? They're furious. And that frustration didn't just come from what Snell and Glasnow said, it comes from how brutally true those statements are. That's the painful part. The Dodgers didn't just win, they crushed the narrative, shattered the excuses, and proved they could stack stars, build from within, develop talent, and still outwork everybody else. Other teams want to call it unfair money advantage? Fine. But then why do the Dodgers produce so many elite homegrown players? Why do they trade smarter? Why do they win even when stars get hurt? The truth hurts, and Snell and Glasnow basically said, yeah, stay mad. Still, you can't ignore the emotional side. Baseball purists liked it better when dynasties felt earned, when teams like the Yankees in the late 90s or the Giants in the 2010s fought through scrappy rivalries. With the Dodgers, people say it feels too easy, even though Dodger fans will scream for hours about how nothing was easy. Decade of heartbreak, constant injuries, tough losses, media roasting, criticism, pressure. This wasn't magic. This was patience and precision. Yet the hate is real because dominance creates villains. And with Snell and Glasnow now adopting that unapologetic villain tone, the Dodgers officially stepped into the "we don't care what you think" era. You either love them or you despise them. There's no in between anymore. But here's where it gets even crazier. Their comments didn't just spark fans, it sparked players around the league. Anonymous pitchers, small market GMs, analysts, they're chiming in saying the Dodgers are ruining baseball, turning it into a rich team sport, eliminating parity. The classic salary cap debate is back. You even had former players ranting on podcasts saying they'd never want to win a ring that way. And behind all of that outrage? Jealousy. Pure competitive jealousy. They see Mookie, they see Freeman, they see Ohtani, they see Glasnow, Buehler, Yamamoto, and they're thinking, how do you beat that? And instead of admitting it's nearly impossible, they attack the culture, the payroll, the attitude. Snell and Glasnow simply said the truth: winners win. Winners speak like winners. And if you're mad, beat them. But baseball hasn't figured out how to do that, so instead everyone just gets louder. And honestly, as a fan of the sport, you've gotta love the drama. Because this is what makes a dynasty entertaining. Not just rings. Rivalries. Passion. Anger. The entire league circling the Dodgers like wolves every season, hoping this is the moment they fall. And when it doesn't happen, boom, more salt, more tears, more memes. And now, the Dodgers are leaning into the villain role the way the Warriors did, the way the Patriots did, the way Bryant and Shaq did in L.A. If you hate them, they love it. Hate fuels greatness. Still, let's not pretend this doesn't put pressure on L.A. too. When your players talk this boldly, you have to keep winning. Snell and Glasnow didn't whisper, they broadcast confidence across baseball. If the Dodgers stumble next season, every critic, every rival fan, every bitter player is going to come crawling out throwing the same words back in their face. That's the tax of talking big. But the Dodgers believe they can pay it. They believe they're only getting stronger. And honestly, why wouldn't they? Look at the roster. Look at the development pipeline. Look at the coaching. Look at the front office. Everything screams longevity. Everything screams dynasty. And Snell and Glasnow just made sure the whole world knows they're not trying to be like, they're trying to dominate. Fans online are split. Dodgers fans are spamming rings emojis, calling Snell and Glasnow dogs, Warriors kings. Rival fans are calling them cocky clowns, bought champions, baseball villains. Some Padres fans are even calling Snell a traitor, saying he sold out for rings. But here's the truth: no fan can deny baseball needs energy like this. It needs fire. It needs heroes and villains. It needs stars who talk, not just swing. And as long as the Dodgers back it up, which they've been doing, this era will go down as one of the most intense in MLB history. If you're a Dodgers fan, this is heaven. If you're not, this is torture. But either way, you're watching. You're talking. You're reacting. That's what greatness does. And Snell and Glasnow just embraced the role of villains perfectly. Not childish trash talk, championship swagger. World Series earned confidence. They proved they can win, then they told the world they don't care how it feels about it. And honestly, that's iconic. So whether you love them or hate them, buckle in. The dynasty isn't slowing down. The comments aren't getting softer. And the fire from rival fans is only going to get louder. Baseball just got a whole lot more fun. Let the trash talk era of Dodger baseball begin. And if the Dodgers keep winning, these two comments will go down as legendary turning points in the dynasty culture, moments where the Dodgers officially became the empire everyone loves to hate. If you enjoyed this video and you want more real Dodgers energy, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Do you think Snell and Glasnow went too far? Or did they just speak the truth the rest of the league didn't want to hear? Let me know and I'll see you in the next one. Go Dodgers!